If you are concerned about the lessening bone density in your hips, then doing Warrior 2 may offer some help in reversing this. And there have been dozens of scientific studies on how yoga helps to improve bone density, but surprisingly, Warrior 2 shows up in almost all of these studies. However, to get the absolute most out of this pose, there are a few things that you have to do. So let's dive into how you can practice your Warrior 2 with a little bit more intention to help strengthen those hip bones. And I'll even show you a special technique I call the Warrior 2 pull together to really amplify the bone building benefits of this pose. Avoid a lazy Warrior 2. Warrior 2 suffers from something we rarely talk about in yoga, and that is complacency. You see, we often have a pre-programmed distance of where we place our feet on the mat in this pose, and without thinking about it, we just come into that same exact distance every single time. So if you're not really feeling much in your Warrior 2, then I'm going to encourage you to take just a little bit of a wider stance so you can get more of that feeling. If this is your normal distance of stance in your Warrior 2, and you're not really feeling much in your hips, then I encourage you to take that back foot back just a little bit so that you start to feel things a little bit more in your hips. If you feel super comfortable in your Warrior 2, then you might need to amplify and widen things a little bit more because, again, the goal is to actually feel something happening there in your hips. Again, if the goal is building bone density, then you're actually going to want to feel a little bit of resistance and strength happening there through your hips. Stack and lift your torso. When you're in your Warrior 2, exactly where your torso is actually pretty important. In your Warrior 2, you don't want to be leaning kind of over your front leg and you don't want to be leaning too far back. You actually want things stacked perfectly upright above your hips because this is going to stack your weight there on top of your hips, which is putting a little bit more stress on those hips. And we want to lovingly tax our skeleton if the goal is to build a little bit more bone density, right? And once you have things stacked here right above your hips, the key is to actually lift and grow a little bit through your spine and create some space. And that lifting motion through your spine is actually very hard to show on camera because it may only go from being here to here, just a little bit, maybe a half of an inch is that space you want to seek to create through your spine because you're seeking to have more engagement throughout your entire torso, hips, and body overall. Now, if you want a full class where we focus on building stronger bones through yoga, then go ahead and click the corresponding class here above on the card, or open the description below and you'll find the link there as well. It's roughly a 30-minute class and it goes through a lot of the tips we talk about in this video to help make those bones stronger. But now let me show you the Warrior 2 pull together because I've saved the best for last. How to do the Warrior 2 pull together. To really get all the best bone density improving benefits out of Warrior 2, we need to do something I call the Warrior 2 pull together. Rather than relaxing in your Warrior 2, which is actually kind of going to push the weight outward, what we want to do is lift that weight up by engaging our legs. And I call it the pull together because you want to envision that your feet are almost sliding together on the mat. Now, naturally, they're not going to go anywhere, but there is a big difference between this versus this. And it's that engagement through your legs and you really feel it here in your hips. And that's what we're trying to do is target our hips there, add a little more strength there to help with that bone density. And when those muscles pull on the bones, that's exactly what stimulates more bone density. We want to lovingly tax our skeleton so it goes, oh, hey, we need stronger bones here. So what the Warrior 2 pull together does is really just focus a lot of that strength there into your hips. So we're targeting that area directly. Again, if you'd like a full class that goes over all of these bone density building benefits, then go ahead and click on the video here or open the description below for more resources. Subscribe, and I'll see you in a video soon.